I won't stand by. Sam Heughan and the fight for justice for Caitriona Balfe. An anonymous post on an international film forum suddenly caused a stir. A famous female star who had participated in a series of hit films was being mentally and physically abused by her husband outside the industry. Within hours, the online community began to narrow down the area, and the name, Caitriona Balfe, was quickly mentioned. Although there was no concrete evidence, the article described the details that made people shudder. She tried to leave many times, but was threatened with personal recordings and even isolated from close friends. Sam Heughan, who was filming the final part of an action movie in Iceland at that time, received a text message from his assistant in the middle of the night. He opened his phone, read the news, and just silently stared at the screen for more than 5 minutes. Then he called his manager. "I have to go home. Urgently. Find me the earliest flight to New York." The signs were missed. Sam had his suspicions. A longtime co-star and Caitriona's closest friend for more than 12 years, he'd noticed her growing quieter at public events. Sometimes, he'd see her hiding her arms under her long-sleeved shirt, even in the heat of the summer. "Are you okay, Cat?" "Yeah. Just tired." He didn't ask any more. Now, he hated himself for his silence. Sam started contacting Caitriona's old friends, the ones who'd been strangely distant. They told him that Tony had controlled Kat's schedule, ordered her to cut back on her friendships, banned her from social media. And then, somehow, Sam found the address of Caitriona's temporary residence in Brooklyn, not the mansion where she'd lived with Tony. Silent reunion, small apartment, 7th floor, no doorbell. Sam knocked 3 times. After a while, the door opened, and Caitriona stood there. No makeup, noticeably thinner. Her eyes were red and puffy. But when she saw Sam, she paused, then smiled faintly. "I didn't think you'd come. You should have come sooner. I'm sorry." She stepped aside, letting him in. In the small room, there were a few bags of luggage, a few movie scripts scattered about. Nothing familiar about a top star, no lights, no costumes, just a woman trying to survive after months of being suffocated. Caitriona burst into tears, and Sam just held her silently. "I won't let this happen again. I promise." The truth is gradually revealed. 3 days later, an exclusive article from The Hollywood Reporter broke out. Sam Heughan vows to seek justice for Caitriona Balfe after Tony McGill abuse rumors. In an interview, Sam did not shy away. "I cannot stay silent while my best friend is suffering. This is not just a personal matter. This is a moral matter. If you know the truth and remain silent, you are complicit." Under pressure from the public, Tony McGill was forced to post a statement denying everything. But feminist organizations, the artist community, and Outlander fans everywhere spoke up to demand justice for Caitriona. Sam hired a private team of lawyers and provided Caitriona with a safe house and 24/7 security. He appeared with her at events, making strong statements in the media. A career cannot be an excuse to ignore violence. Legal battle: the cost. The official lawsuit is filed in a New York state court. The name, Tony McGill, appears clearly. It is accompanied by an audio recording, where Tony screams, smashes things, and threatens Caitriona when she wants a divorce. The intense legal battle begins. The media is divided. One side believes Caitriona and Sam, the other side thinks this is a PR drama. Sam loses a big advertising contract. Caitriona is cancelled from an international film role due to media risks. But they do not back down. Sam shares on his personal page, "If we lose our careers just to protect the truth, then that career is not worth keeping." The trial: the truth is revealed. The trial takes place. Caitriona appeared in a simple black suit, holding Sam's hand tightly. In court, she recounted the months of isolation, mental humiliation, being pushed down, and threatening messages. Tony tried to deny it, but the voice evidence, testimony from close friends, a psychologist, and apartment security cameras were too clear. At the end of the trial, the court ruled, Tony McGill was convicted of mental abuse and invasion of privacy, sentenced to 3 years of probation, permanently separated from Caitriona Balfe, and ordered to pay compensation for mental damage. Resurrection. 3 months later, Caitriona returned with a role in a French independent film, as a woman fleeing a hellish marriage. The film won the Palme d'Or at Cannes. She thanked Sam in public, "Without him, I would not be myself." Sam, when receiving the Best Actor award at BAFTA, paused for a few seconds before saying, "This award is for those who dare to stand up. For Cat, and for all those who are fighting in the dark." The end. Truth, friendship, faith. The story of Caitriona and Sam has become a new symbol of Hollywood, about courage, about not being silent in the face of evil. They did not love each other like in Outlander, but in real life, they fought like two warriors, not for fame, but for justice. A journalist once asked Sam, "You did everything because you loved her?" He smiled. "Because of love, but not in the way people think. I love her strength, I love her courage, and I owe her a friendship." Quote.